Home weather by Michael COUSINEAUnew, New Hampshire Union Leader, November 7, 2017, 1:59 a.m. A line crew works to restore power on Bush Hill Road in Hudson last week after the October 30 storm. Eversource, the state's largest utility, completed its restoration work Saturday evening, reconnecting a customer in Sugar Hill. David COUSINEAUnew leader. The ferocious October 30 windstorm caused more damage to the New Hampshire electric COUPS infrastructure than the 2008 ice storm, while other storm damage not related to power restoration grew to at least $14.3 million. Personnel from the Federal Emergency Management Agency met with state officials Monday and will survey the damage this week, a step toward pursuing a presidential disaster declaration that would pave the way for reimbursement of 75% of the damage. The New Hampshire Electric COUP, which as a non-profit cooperative could qualify for federal reimbursement, is still tallying the damage, but said its peak outage of 52,000 was higher than the 49,000 experienced during the 2008 ice storm, making it the largest overall power outage in the COUP's history. The damage was extensive, surpassing even that of the 2008 ice storm, which until this event was the most destructive storm we've experienced, said COUP spokesman Seth Wheeler. After the storm had passed, there are more than 600 locations where trees or limbs had taken down poles and wires. Statewide, the 2008 ice storm knocked out power to 432,632 customers at the peak, compared with about 270,000 at the peak of the latest storm, which produced the state's fourth-largest outage. The COUP, which counts 84,000 members spread among 115 communities in 9 counties, had crews working on several islands in the Lake Winnipesaukee area on Monday to restore power to homes, the vast majority of which are unoccupied this time of the year, Wheeler said. The last customers are expected to regain power by tonight, he said. Roads and Bridges FEMA preliminary damage assessment teams were in New Hampshire Monday to meet with state Homeland Security and emergency management teams to plan site visits. State and local officials have tallied about $14.3 million in total damage, but that number is likely to climb, according to Michael Todd, Public Information Officer with the State Department of Safety. The majority of damages are to roads and bridges, but that could change as the remaining assessments are provided, Todd said. There are significant damage assessments that have not been reported as of yet. Parts of the state got presidential declarations for a March blizzard and July floods. The total verified damage for July was $6 million, but that still is being processed. The total verified damage for March was $2 million, Todd said. Eversource, the state's largest electric utility, restored its final customer at 8 p.m. Saturday in Sugar Hill, according to spokesman Caitlin Woods. From Sunday 10:30 to Saturday 11:04, we restored 318,252 customers associated with 4,292 events, such as broken poles or downed wires, Woods said in an email. That period also included 11 vehicle crashes into equipment that knocked out power to a collective 525 customers. Last week, Eversource spokesman Martin Murray said it was likely the recent windstorm would cost more to restore power to customers than the $30 million to $35 million for the 2014 Thanksgiving storm, but the price tag was still being calculated. The 2008 ice storm cost Eversource $72.7 million, according to the State Public Utilities Commission. Eversource replaced about 408 broken poles in the latest storm, compared with 59 broken poles in the 2014 Thanksgiving storm, Woods said. Liberty Utilities had a total of 12,756 customers without power in the storm, said spokesman John Shore. All customers were restored by Thursday evening, with the hardest hit area of customers in the Salem-Pelham area. No dollar estimate was available. We had damage to wires, poles, transformers and just about every type of overhead electrical equipment, Shore said. There was a tremendous amount of damage caused by falling trees. Unitil, which experienced its peak outage of 33,000 customers, restored power to its last customers on Halloween with some single services resolved Wednesday, said spokesman Alec O'Meara. Damage was estimated at $1.4 million. Put simply, what happened was the combination of high winds and driving rain worked together to cause damage to otherwise healthy trees throughout the service territory, he said. Water-saturated soil is looser and gives tree roots less to hold onto, and many trees still had their foliage, meaning the leaves acted as a sail and helped to pull those trees out of the wet ground. That's why so many of the damage pictures that were out there showed whole trees down, taking poles and wires with them. McCousinow at UnionLeader.com. Public Safety, Energy, Weather.